Welcome to Retailing Management for Summer 2020. I'm Robin Bajik, your instructor. This is an online class and it lasts 8 weeks. You're watching the course overview video, so you've already got a start on understanding what we're going to be doing. What you see right in front of you is the main class page in Canvas, and that will change each week depending upon what we're discussing. I'll also post announcements to it. And then off to the right is your list of things to do. Now those are just the things that are due within the next week. So you can ignore this really. I would love to be able to disable it, because I would suggest that you go into the modules area and that you use that as your connection, because it shows you everything for the entire class. And for summer classes, I open everything from the first day of class so that you can see what you have going on and you can plan your time. I do encourage you to go by the breakdown and keep on track regarding the deadlines for your class for the various assignments, but you're welcome and encouraged to work ahead. You might want to go and take a camping trip or something, and that way you won't have to worry about coursework because you can work it around your schedule. So that flexibility is important during the summer so that everyone has a chance to have a little downtime. This first piece that I clicked on inside the modules area, and I'll go back so you can see, is in the general course information, and it is the syllabus. So we'll quickly go over it. You can see some general course information. Most importantly, I am not on campus this term. Just as an FYI, I won't be on campus in the fall either, because we're going to be teaching BUSM classes online. You can email me here. You can call me. My office phone forwards to my home phone or to my cell phone, and here is my cell phone if you want to call it directly. Please don't call too early or too late. I might be a little grumpy. You're going to be using Retailing 8th edition. It is through Cengage, and you can enroll in Cengage Unlimited, and that lets you get all of your Cengage textbooks, including if there's any other teachers that are using Cengage textbooks, you'll have them for one base price. And then if you want to get a print version, you can get that. You can rent it for about $8. You'll also be required to have Microsoft Office 365. Please don't use Google Forms. It doesn't necessarily play nice with Canvas. And we provide Office 365. It's a standard industry tool, and I want you to get used to using the different pieces. You are encouraged, strongly encouraged, to have a noise-canceling headset with microphone. You can get them for about $10-15 at Walmart or online or whatever. But that way, when we're going to be having synchronous meetings, they are optional, but I encourage you to attend if you can, and that we will be talking about different topics related to retail management. You can see our outcomes for the course and what we're going to be learning and the different topics we're going to be studying. We do use badges in this course. It's something that's just up and coming as far as understanding the learning behind general outcomes. I usually take it down to its absolute base level. If you are earning a degree in liberal arts, what does that mean? Well, it's hard to say. So if you're able to break that down and explain, you have critical thinking and working in teams and things like that. And it's the same thing for the business management program. What are you learning specifically? So you have different badges that you earn throughout the course, and if you go to badger.com and set up an account, you'll see your badges there. You can see the breakdown on grading, any support information that you need to take a look at, some shared values, and then we have the assignment schedule. And you'll see that that's broken down, and it's the same way that it's set up in the deadline dates. So the way I work it is deadlines are recommended within reason. I encourage you to work ahead. Heck, you could get the entire class done in a week if you wanted. It would be heavy duty, but it physically could be done. But at the end of week 4, I close all of the first 4 weeks' assignments. So you have through week 4 to get everything done through week 4. That's the first half of the class. Get it done or it's too late. Then we have 5, 6, 7, and 8. And at the end of week 5, I close 5. At the end of week 6, I close 6. At the end of week 7, I close 7. So you have to be, hopefully you've worked ahead so you have some adjustability in there and you're not going to be pressed for time. At week 8 is a very short week. We close the class on, I think it's Thursday the 24th. Let me take a look. So May, June, the 24th is Friday. So actually I need to take that and have it the 23rd because I have to submit grades by 5 o'clock on the 24th. I can give you till the morning of the 24th to get everything in, but that's the absolute latest because I have to have grades turned in by noon. So let's do it that way. If you have any questions about the syllabus or anything else in the class, please let me know. If you're not familiar with Canvas, you're going to want to watch some videos, grab a beverage of your choice, and kick back. The videos are about 2 to 3 minutes long, and it's how to do the different pieces. These two are some of the most important, is personalizing your Canvas experience. And it is because it is how I reach you. If I need to give you an announcement that something has changed, or that I'm deleting something, or that I have to change instructions or something, I need to get hold of you. So that is a critical piece. So in fact, I even have it set up here as an assignment. So you'll set up your notification and your profile, and you'll set up your preferences. So make sure that you get those done right away. The deadline is Wednesday of the first week of class for those items because I need them done immediately. If you've taken other BUSM classes, well, I still would like you to verify that your information in those areas is current and how you want. So that you are able to get information. On another related note, you need to sign out of Outlook and in at least once every 30 days so it re-authenticates you. So make sure that you do that so that you're getting current mail messages. There are other general course information items. APA formatting, that's everything in the business program, everything in business is in APA format. So here's some general rules. You will be marked down if you do not use APA. You'll be marked down even more if your information is unclear or not cited or no references or anything like that. Discussion expectations are outlined here. Make sure you take a look. We don't have a whole lot of discussions in this class because we do more during the fall and spring. I assume people are traveling and doing other things. We don't have as many discussions in this class, but we do have a few, and I ask that everyone participate. You can install Microsoft Office for free. It is provided to all students for up to, I think it's 16 computers, but that's up to you. So you can follow the instructions. And I think we're going to Microsoft 365 instead of 16. So that's the new one. You're going to be using the retailing book, and it will load for you in a new window. You have to click on that. And then eventually it comes up and you have to sign in. Your screen, of course, will look a little different than mine, but it's the same basic premise. Most important is the chapter ebook. I don't assign any of the other items, so if you would like to do them, you're very welcome to. It's good information, but you will not be graded on the information. So you can access the ebook. Wow. And eventually you can get in and see, there we are, the information. So there's that. They also have some really cool short videos that explain some of the details. Some flashcards if you're trying to learn terminology. I don't grade you on it. You're welcome to do some sample quizzes so that you're more prepared for the weekly quizzes, the chapter quizzes. Again, your choice. If this is your first online class, I encourage you to read Being Successful as an Online Student. And then if you run across something cool and wonderful, let us know so that we can add the item to our recommended reading area. So getting started, we have personal introductions. Please share something about yourself. Keep cyber safety in mind, but let us know a little bit more about you. This is one of my favorite parts in the course because I like learning more about you. In fact, you're even welcome to share a video. You can upload it from your phone or you can record it directly in Canvas, your choice. Also, I'm asking you to discuss a little bit about your favorite retailer, what you like, and what would a competitor have to do to get your business. Respond to your classmates so that we actually start some interaction and it doesn't feel quite so lonely out here in cyberspace, and then you'll be good to go. And then, as we already discussed, you're going to be setting up your Canvas preferences, or if you've taken the class previously or other classes previously, you'll be reviewing your preferences to make sure they're current. Then each week you have 2 chapters. Because it is a compressed class, you have 2 chapters instead of 1 chapter per week. And then you have 1 project pretty much per week in order to reinforce specific aspects of the chapters that you've read. As an example, Chapter 1 is an overview of the retailing industry. Chapter 2 is about the management end of it and planning and operations that go into play in that bigger picture. And then the project ties into the different careers and how strategic planning is used in those careers. Week 2, retail customers and looking at the competition in retail. And as we've all seen, there's a lot of competition, although right about now, competition is dropping quickly because of economic issues. And then this time the project is to watch a video on how people are convinced to buy in a retail environment. Interesting video. And you continue this on each week. This week 3, you're doing a manager interview. Keep in mind, if you want to do that early, that's great. It does need to be someone who works in the retail sector, and it has to be someone who manages at least 3 people. Then when we get into HR, you're going to be working on a scheduling scenario. You're going to be learning more about pricing and how pricing works in different business constructs. You're going to be learning about the visuals in merchandising and how setting things up in an attractive way draws people in. And then in week 7, you're going to take a stab at retail ratios. This is how managers measure the ongoing health of a company. Ratios are used generally over an extended period of time so that you can compare A to B to C to D, and that way you can notice variances. Sometimes they can be slight, but over time those trends show, and then you're able to see what's going on. So we'll be looking at that in more specifics. And then week 8, you're going to have your final exam assignments. They're both projects. You're going to share about experiential retailing, and you'll be exploring that in more detail throughout the term. I ask that you not do anything in week 8 until you've finished other work. You're also going to be doing a mystery shopper worksheet and analysis report. One of my first jobs was working for Brooks Investigations in Arcadia, California, and I was an undercover agent. And I went to a variety of stores and would give opportunities for employees to steal, and then I tracked to see if they did, so that we could have information gathered for prosecution. By the time it escalated to having me come in, they already knew the person was doing it. They were just looking for proof, tracked proof. So it was actually a pretty cool job. It was my little brush with being a Charlie's Angel kind of thing, not quite as cool as their world. Each week I'll post a video like this. Yes, it'll probably ramble on a little bit, kind of like this one. And please bear with me. We'll have a couple of times that we'll get together, or you'll have the option to get together with me via Zoom during the term, so that we can talk about some of the more challenging items. More specifically, we'll definitely be getting together for the Retail Ratios project. And the other time that we'll get together is after the manager interviews are done, so probably about week 4 or week 5. We'll get together and people can earn extra credit just giving a brief overview of their interview. So just what are a couple of things that they learned. And then if we need additional times together, we can set those up, because I'm kind of lonely out here in Cyberland, and I really enjoy visiting with everyone, but I don't want to take up too much of your time. So with that, that's the course. That's what we have going on. Zoom is our live meeting area, so you'll be getting in here, or you can click on the link in the syllabus. It's probably a little easier there. Right there for our information. Oh, and I do run an office hour Wednesday evenings. Tuesday and Thursday nights I'm taking a class at ISU online, so I won't be available those 2 evenings. Badges, I mentioned badges previously. You can see where we are with badges and what badges you've earned in here. At the end of the term, I'm asking everyone to complete the course evaluation. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you.